What up though, this is Murs. You're checking out YK2daily.net. Stay tuned, maybe you'll see me on there if I do something important or fresh. Bye.
Holding you.
It's Murs, bitch. Big ups to Ninth Wonder, baby.
Fornever is basically a term I picked up from cholos. I love cholos. I love Mexican girls growing up. And they were like, yeah, that's my old man. We're going to be together forever, eh? And I was like, I always said that. And I'm not a cholo or a chola, but I felt, fuck it, I'm from Los Angeles, like I said. And for this record, you can basically hear Murs and Ninth Wonder with a West Coast kind of feel. We recorded and mixed and produced the whole record on the West Coast, so it has a more, to me, West Coast vibe. My music usually does, but now I brought him into it, so it's definitely West Coast, but still hip hop that the East Coast guys and the down South guys can, I think, relate to, because Ninth loves it. It's everything you love about West Coast music with a new face.
What up though? Still doing my thing, still not giving a fuck, so the game.
Because he doesn't understand me and I don't understand him, and we both let each other be themselves. It's awesome. People think it's awesome. People keep saying, when you're going to do another Murs and Ninth Wonder record, when I go to the airport, when I go to the gas station, so I just keep doing it because I work for you,
It's such a pretty ass world, and I toured all over and met some silly.
So this is the thing, this is the first record. Since 2010, we're going to do 10 albums in 10 months. The last week of every month, there will be a new Murs record. So stay tuned to MursWorld.com. In May, there's going to be a record called Melrose with Terrace Martin, who's the West Coast. He's like the exact opposite of me. When I was hanging out in The Good Life and Project Blowed, he was in the studio with Death Row and Tupac and following Snoop Dogg around. I was following Mystic Journeyman around the Bay Area. And now we've come together and we create this thing that's something like 2 Live Crew meets Steve Aoki meets DJ Quick. And it's really vulgar, it's really raunchy, it's about lots of sex, mainly with white girls, and it's just about having fun, man. Everything's over 100 BPMs, it's really nasty. The song's like She's a Prostitute, My Girlfriend's Cheating on Me with You, She's a Prostitute. What other, I'm trying to think, oh, My Girl Don't Want to Be Bothered with Me. I get so lonely, so I thought that I would give you a call. I don't know, maybe we could spend some time together. That's one song. We got a song called Hey White Boys, the Niggas Are Back. It's crazy. And the cover is basically 2 white girls grabbing our dick. So when you see the cover, you'll know what Melrose is all about. Terrace Martin. Stay tuned for May. That's May. We'll let you absorb that. We'll give you time. We'll prep. It's nothing like what you think it is.
I'm still a maker of that underground raw.
Definitely, I got a song on Cousin Feek's record, who's this dude on Sick With It if you're in the Bay Area. I got a song on Bay Bridges Part 2, me and Dale on a Sick With It record. I'm going to be on every Sick With It record that comes out this year. If Thiz get at me, I'll be on every Thiz record. This record's on SMC, which puts out Messy Marv and San Quinn, so I'm really active in the Bay. Balance, I'm working, hopefully going to get a record album on his record. I love the Bay, it's where I got my game from. Mac Dre, forever. I can't say it enough. To me, if he was alive right now, he'd be the biggest thing. I have no doubt in my mind. We were definitely alive. I did a shout out on Fabby record. I don't know. Fabby fucks with the whole world, so that's nothing new. Everybody knows Fab. I know Fab too. So yeah, I'm Bay. I was Bay before you even thought you knew about Bay Area music.
This is 316 Part 2. Like, the first one was so brave.
I'm very color conscious, color struck. So I make sure like I have white people, I have females, I have Pinays, I have Koreans, I have Chinese. Angela Yee, who's hosting Chinese, she's a woman. Then we got Hopi Spitzhard, who's a Pinay female MC. Then we have Dumbfound, who's a Korean MC who kicks people in the head on the internet. We have white DJs, white rappers, black DJs. We have everything, men and women. I try to make a multicultural, dope hip-hop festival, but you have to be doing something. Everybody asking why you're not on pages, it's probably because you're not doing shit. But there's a lot of people who are doing shit that I can't fit them all. I'm already in trouble for having 2 stages this year, but I had to do it because this guy had Ari the Rugged Man calling my phone and threatening my life if I didn't put him on, so I had to put Ari the Rugged Man on. I fronted on him for 2 years. You try fronting on Ari the Rugged Man for 2 years and not putting him on a festival. He's dope. He has a record coming out in April. He had to be on it. Necro had to be on it. Tech 9 had to be on it. Dale, there's just so many people that had to be on it. So what goes through my mind is who has to be a part of it this year. And then I get told no. Like a lot of people are like, why didn't you ask this person? I did ask. Everybody you wanted me to ask, I asked them. Some of them said no. Some of them said no in email. Some of them said no on the phone. Some of them said no through their agent. But I tried to give money to everybody you asked for, and they all said no if they're not on it.
It's now or Fornever.
So I spent a lot of time in Tucson, and my little brother, who might go to jail on Tuesday for 5 to 7 years for kidnapping and temporary disfigurement, and he's a gangster, for real, like for real. But he's a crazy motherfucker, man. Like, you know, he told me that he thinks people with Down syndrome should play zombies in movies, and people who work at Walmart either have Down syndrome or they wear sweatpants all the time. He thinks I have Down syndrome because I wear sweatpants. And, you know, he still says words like faggot and stuff. Like, he's just out of his mind, you know what I mean? And, you know, people have stabbed him in the head with keys. He stabbed people in the head. He's a crazy motherfucker. So I said, if I'm going to be in Tucson in your tattoo shop kicking it all that, we should just turn it on and record it so people can hear how fucking out of your mind and Looney Tunes you are. And so far, I think we're up to like 2,000 subscribers, people that tune in every week to hear this motherfucker say. It's not really for me. It's really just for my little brother to get some type of other attention, because he's literally, you know, at the point he was fighting 52 times a year, like just fucking people up. Fucking up the U of A football team. These are all rumors. Some of it hasn't been in court yet. But, you know, he's rumored to have fucked a lot of people up, and I want to get him out of the streets and into his tattoo shop and talking to you crazy people and fucking you up mentally instead of like this. But yeah, that's what Word to Murs is. WERD2 MURS.com. It's free. Subscribe to it on iTunes. It's offensive, so if you're sensitive, don't check it out. But you know, if you want to know about, I don't know what he said last week, something about how he owns a lot of vagina and he's gonna be a pimp, and he's out of his fucking mind, you know. And how it's okay to lick a girl's asshole, but it's not okay to let a dog lick you on the face. And you should listen to some of his logic. And girls, if you ever want to know what guys talk about when you're not around, definitely tune in for that.
It's not over though. Murs, you got this.
Friends that came and went